Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to show you how to convert a Canvas Classic quiz that is linked to a test bank into a new quiz. And full disclaimer, I wouldn't recommend doing this in a live course, especially one where students have started taking tests and you're doing this. You're better off doing this before the semester starts or in a practice site. So the first step is go into a course and click on your quizzes, and you'll see in this particular course I have a lot of quizzes, and each one of these quizzes is linked to a test bank. So what I'm doing is I'm going inside the first quiz and I'm going into my questions tab, and I can see right here it's picking 10 questions from this. So what we're going to do is create a new group and add all of the questions from this bank called What is Marketing. To do that, we're going to click on Find Questions, and we're going to look for the name of that bank in the left column. And if you have a lot of banks, sometimes it's easier to look for the course name, which is the light gray text. That'll match your Canvas course name. But I'm just going to scroll down and find it. Once you find it, go ahead and select it. Then you're going to click Select All, scroll to the bottom, and if it's more than 50 questions, you'll want to click the little More link. But this bank is only 34 questions, so I don't really have to worry about it. I'm going to then click this No Group drop down, and we're going to create a group. And I'm going to call this group the same name as that test bank. So this is going to be called What is Marketing. And the reason I'm doing this is because this is going to add this test bank to the course for new quizzes. So anytime I create a new quiz, I'll have that bank already there. I'm going to put in the number of questions that is in the bank. So in this case it's 34. And you can see down below it says 34 in those little brackets. For points, I'm going to put 1 and then create group and then add questions. So you can see it's added all 34 questions in that group. I'm going to just collapse it. Now I could delete this old group, but if you're nervous about doing that, you can leave it. It's fine. What we're going to do next is click on Save, and then let's go back to the quizzes area. And you can see now it says 44 questions. That's because it's got the old group and the new group in there. I'm going to go all the way to the right, click on the 3 dots, and select Migrate. And what this is doing is creating a new quiz at the bottom, you can see, and it's going to add that test bank to this quiz. And then what we're going to do is edit that test bank to match what we had previously, which was 10 questions. Okay, so it's created this new quiz, and I know it's a new quiz because of the filled in rocket ship icon. And now I will go ahead and edit this quiz. So I'm going to click on the quiz. I'm going to start off on this page, which used to be the details. And I know for a fact this is going to be 10 points. So I'm going to change that 44 to 10 in the points category. And that's all I really have to do unless you wanted to change the group or add the due dates. But I'm going to skip ahead and scroll to the bottom right and click the Build button. And here we can see that it's added the 34 questions in that test bank. So what I'm going to do is click the little pencil icon, and here is where we can update this to only select 10 in the number of questions field there. So I'm just going to type in 10, leave it at 1 point per question, leave it at randomly select because that's what I was doing in the previous test. Then I'll click the Done button, and that's it. Now if I wanted to change any settings that I had in the old test, I could in the Settings tab. This is where you can choose to shuffle questions, hide the student result view, stuff like that. That's it. Thanks for watching.